Hey y'all, it's Amy. Week 12 Resistance Tarot, as you see up there. The moon on the bottom of the deck, we love her. This is coming in late because I've been sick all week. Hey, don't we love it? But better late than never. I feel like that's a very anti-capitalist sentiment right there. In some ways. I don't know. Anyway, let's get down to it. Let's get on to business to defeat the Huns and other powers that be. Week 12, Resistance Tarot. What do we need to focus on this week as part of the resistance from all the shenanigans? Like, the shenaniganry that's gone on this week is just wild. Queen of Swords, we love her. So Swords is air energy, this very mental energy, that's being wise, analytical, using your noodle. We also have the Hermit and Judgment. I'm hearing, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Keep it to yourself. And that kind of ties back to, you know, don't punish the behavior that you want to see. Don't, when somebody decides to flee the cult, don't push them back to the cult. You know, putting it very bluntly there. Be wise with your words. Be wise with your actions. If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. If you need to just turn to yourself and stick to yourself and avoid the shenanigans for a while, do that. If that is what you need to maintain your logical purity, I want to say, or like, if you know that you want to focus, or you want to, if you want to behave in a very analytical, positive, helpful manner, and you know that interacting right now is not going to work toward the end that you want it to work toward, just hermit a bit. Stick to yourself a bit. I feel like some of us are going to be tested here. You may see a Facebook comment thread that is especially infuriating. Baby, maybe you just need to, like, not even intervene. Like, don't even interact right now. The Eight of Coins is on the back of the deck, which is a very, like, student type energy. So yeah, I feel like this week we are ripe to learn some lessons because just all the shenanigans going on. So, and let's phrase it this way. If your contribution to the conversation is not going to be helpful, step back. Okay? I think this week is about learning when it is improper to add to the conversation, when it is unhelpful to add to the conversation. This kind of goes also with, like, don't feed the trolls. If somebody's just being stupid in their argument, don't feed the trolls. Don't interact. Just let them do whatever they're gonna do. But yeah, at the heart of it, if you feel like your contribution to the chat in that moment is not going to be helpful, disengage. Okay? Put it down. Turn it off. Go watch your favorite comfort show. Go eat a snack. Drink some water. Yeah. Do some self-care because the shenanigans. I have not stressed that enough, have I? Anything else to say here? Okay, so I had split to the Emperor, and then when I went to shuffle again, I split to the King of Coins, which is now on the bottom of the deck. And now what came out is the Page of Swords and the Ace of Wands. And I just get this impression, like, it just kind of verifies, like, the powers that be, they think they know everything. They think they know what they're doing, right? But in reality, it seems, with proof, that they are either being led by people who are inexperienced, who are overinflating what they know. What was it? Ron Aver or whatever the name was. Ron Avar, was that his name? And it's like, there's a lot of, I don't want to say that, like inaccuracies and illogical things being said and done and spoken as if they're truth, even if the speaker very well knows they're not. But sometimes they're actually saying things that they think are true that are not, like they're factually not. And I don't know which is worse, a liar or an ignorant leader making decisions. But either way, with the Ace of Wands though, we've seen just how like hasty a lot of what's been going on this week has been. And just a lot of stuff done either without a lot of follow through or with a lot of orchestration, and quick implementation. What else needs to be said about this week? Specifically for the resistance. I don't want to talk about the powers that be anymore. Seven of Cups. Again, going back to, there are plenty of ways that you can resist. There are plenty of roles in the resistance that need to be filled. Not everybody needs to march the streets. Not everybody needs to argue online. Not everybody needs to make videos, informational videos. Not everybody needs to be a journalist. Not everybody needs to do homeless outreach. Not everybody needs to do community organizing. However, all of these roles need to be done by somebody. Play to your strengths. What are you naturally good at? Apparently, I'm pretty good at yapping, and I'm really good at holding a sign. Find your natural strengths and work with that. It's hard for me to work one-on-one with people at times, so I try to go to more like group activities, I guess you could say, where like some one-on-one interaction is, but it's kind of like based around like a central topic. Maybe you're just really good at making posters for local protests or informational graphics. Maybe you're the one who would be more than happy to do childcare for the people that are going to go out and protest or go out and do outreach. There is somewhere for you in the resistance. You just need, it would best benefit everybody if you play to your strengths. If you know that you're not an outgoing speaker, don't try to place yourself in that role. Figure out what works best for you, okay? Yeah. I don't know. Anything else to say here? The Ten of Swords. So, revisiting real quick. I've been getting readings on this since November. Okay, or maybe before then. This will end. There will be another side to this. Okay, this week is very much a recap too of like what we've been talking about past weeks. Something I've already been talking about. There will be a time after this, and I believe Preacher from the Black Lagoon was talking about this too earlier. There will be a time after this. Do not lose who you are now, because we're going to need you later on too. If you know that you want to be a kind, loving, caring individual, don't lose yourself into everything. There will be a world later. Keep your composure through this so that you can exist then as you want to. Be the person that you like. Make sure you like the person you see in the mirror when we come out of this. That's that message. Okay, bye.